Potansiyel dediği nedir? Potansiyel.
Capacity yani insanın
potansiyeli.
Evet, potansiyel.
Potansiyel, capacity. ما معناه؟
معناها يعني قوة في تطور. قوة في تطور.
قوة في التطور.
قوة إنسانية في تطور.
قدرة البشر.
أي قدرة أحسن.
قدرة أحسن. Potansiyel. O tarafta başka adamlar mı var?
Burada şey var, basın konferansı bitiyor şimdi. Ondan sonra
Sanırım konferansı inşallah.
Ha bize gelecek onlar. Biz bak kısa hatim de okuduk burada. Gördün mü? قرأنا ختم الصغير. الحمد لله.
شيخ حب شاي ولا؟
في قهوة؟
قهوة.
قهوة في عنده قهوة.
Sabah.
ها؟
Sabah. This gentleman, Banana, is also a sheikh, very famous sheikh in Europe.
مين؟
That من المغرب.
هذا
هو
هو شيء؟
هو شيخ
ها؟
شو اسمه؟ جبران سيدنا. هذا جبران سيدنا. أنا ما شفته. جبران سيدنا. And he is from كنوع طريقة. طريقة كنوع. كنوع. Maghreb with the snakes, drums, many dancing.
ومشهور في أوروبا كثير.
Hello. Hello. 28
May I
bugün?
join you?
Yeah, welcome.
Speak English or German or French?
Arabic.
Arabic. Oh, merhaba. No problem.
Bak oturuyor üstüne. Bu öyle şeylerin üstüne oturuyor.
Drama mal das Masterplan.
Nedir o?
Boş.
Allah Allah.
Okay.
حليب معاه ولا
حليب
في حليب؟ تحب حليب؟ تحب حليب؟
أحسن. حليب.
حليب شوية؟
Martin J.
Wir sind falsch.
In die Begegnung der dritten Runde.
I'm from Berlin. I'm Eva. John.
Also for him now the meeting of the third kind.
Nobel Prize.
Global enterprise.
I think for him to meet you is for him to meet you I think is a big challenge.
That's the trust.
Big challenge?
Yes.
See how we do.
For the
I would like to introduce you to Farah.
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 I know her name under signing.
Yes.
You are Farah?
Yes.
From Arabs, from Iranian, from Turks,
No.
from where? Pakistan?
I was born here in Germany. But she's
How
from,
your name
has
is,
another life.
Farah.
The name came to me.
I came to meet
Yes.
to you. From,
Maybe Khida gave it to me.
from house? Thank you.
But the family was traveling.
No, please
Yeah.
give the place to another woman. Otherwise, it's only men. Please keep the place for another
This
woman.
place is already occupied from Jabran Sidna, from this gentleman. He was just bringing the coffee.
سكر ولا؟
But then we have to get
Okay.
another woman.
زيت شوية كده.
Einer, kannst du noch mal eine
Ja, hier kommt eine Frau.
Bitte, es kann auch gerne von hier sein. Sonst macht ihr eure Männerrunde gerne.
Kommt schon eine. Kommt schon. Hier. Ah, ja. Also diese Frau.
Would you like to drink something too? Huh?
مدد يا سلطان.
This is a play, I will tell you. This is how we make the rules to talk to
Yes, sir.
This is Alf Ammon. And he is always reading to us Sufi stories, and he knows a lot
Welcome,
about the
sir.
cultures.
Welcome,
مشكل
sir.
باشا مشكل باشا
مشكل
مشكل باشا
مشكل كوشة
مشكل باشا
مشكل كوشة. Welcome,
story
sir.
to read. I read all Tuesdays. I'm very grateful.
Thank you. Oh, you may sit with us here.
Thank you.
One chair.
Wir sollen den Tisch leicht durch.
Allah Allah.
Amina, bitte. Amina? Ja. Keine Ergebnisse.
Subhanallah.
Jetzt hat er schon den Alpha. Hält es nicht mehr aus. Wir müssen uns verbünden. Weiß ich noch nicht. Es ist ihm vorher selber nicht aufgefallen, dass es nur Männer sind. Aber gerne. Hatte nicht gewählt. Ja, das weiß ich nicht. Ja, dann nimmt er doch. Dann am besten von ihm, weil da noch keine ein Räumchen. Da sitzen nur Männer in der Ecke. Mina. Ist es das
Ja, nein, es geht darum, dass sie den Tisch leitet. Sie muss irgendwie zentral
Ja, da
sein.
geht doch mal. Nein, ich mache keinen Platz. Lass mal die anderen europäischen Männer Platz machen.
Sie muss an der Stirn.
Warum fällt dir denn nicht ein, dass sie da
Stern sitzen. Sie muss daran kommen.
woran denn?
Als Moderator ran.
Ja, hier in Latin America.
Es geht schon so, sie kann auch woanders. Lass sie doch dort sitzen. Wo sitzt du?
Allah. Allah Allah. Allah Allah. Allah Allah. Aziz Allah. Allah Allah. Allah Allah. Allah Allah. Kerim Allah. Allah Allah. Allah Allah. Allah Allah. Subhanallah. Allah Allah. Allah Allah. Allah Allah. Sultan. He is Sultan. Only Sultan. We are moving for his greatness. May Allah forgive us and blessings our meeting.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Can we open the table?
We
Let's
open.
begin. Okay. We have every day a forum at this table and at the other one to speak together.
What is forum? What she means?
اجتماع اجتماع يتناقشوا فيه الناس.
Forum.
And so we have here the stones for everybody that he knows how long he is speaking, because one stone means 1 minute. And so that everybody what is here
So
can,
one stone, 1 minute. This is the rule.
so everybody can share with everybody what he wants to share. Very good.
Very democratic.
It is practical.
Yeah.
It is all time.
May I have also a look on your watch?
Better.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm very happy to see Şeyh Nazım from the Naqshbandi order here in Berlin and with us in this room. And but on this table, everybody is equal. Nobody is higher than another person. We are all same, just a human being here on this table. But I invite now, willst du das noch übersetzen?
It's okay.
Yeah. To begin, and everybody says in quite 2 or 3 sentences who he is, why he is here on this table. And after this presentation of everybody, then you can give a stone to somebody and to say, from you, I want to hear more. And then we begin, this person who has the most stones begins to speak.
Nicht werfen.
Ja, nicht werfen, nein. So,
I would like to make an extension to the rules because it's a game and we invented it. I first, because I know you know a lot, that you should not only share the table but also speak on your knowledge, because she was in our forum speaking about very essential issues, and maybe we can start this way and we get even extra stones for you.
Oh.
Darf ich noch fragen?
But jetzt
Hier ist ein halber zweiter Tisch. Also wer gerne hier noch ins Gespräch kommen möchte, wir haben noch einige Plätze hier angemeldet. Das möchte ich nur sagen.
But jetzt machen wir erst die Präsentation der einzelnen Menschen. Ja. So, I propose, will you please begin, just say in 3 sentences why you are here?
Because I have been invited to be here, and the Lord's will making me to be here. Just I am here with you.
Okay. Thank you. And now it's your turn.
Well, I'm here of the invitation of my master, and because of the same, we are all under the same will. This is why also I'm here.
Yeah, my name is Farah, and I'm around this forum since some week and organizing it. And so I'm very glad that today I can sit here with you, Şeyh Nazım, and with all the others, and with Jabra. So I would like to share. I think it will come up in the conversation.
I went in July to Cyprus to meet you, Şeyh Nazım, and it was not the right time. It was not the right time. And so when Heiner told me that you are here, I was very happy to come and meet you.
You are welcome.
So I'm
كل أمر بوقته مرهون. تعرف.
That's why I'm here, mainly to meet Sheikh.
My name is Rainbow Yo-Yo. I'm coming from a rainbow tribe. It's an artist tribe. We are going along with very less money. Our goal is peace, harmony, love. And also I want to support Baba, which is a great soul from Africa, and I think we can learn much more from African tribal people, from Red Indians, from down-to-earth people, much more than I learned at university. And I want to say something about the weather, if I have the right to speak later. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. My name is Richard Page. I come from California because someone gives me a piece of the Berlin Wall and it has a feeling, and they say you should come and record all of these talks. So something to do with breaking down walls. and breaking down barriers between us. So I come, and every spiritual tradition in the world blesses me here. Except Miss Sheikh Nazim. I have duties here, and he comes. The blessings continue. And I'm grateful. You're up.
Yeah, hello. My name is Heiner Banking.
Heiner Banking?
Heiner Banking.
Haider?
In Arabic, they say Ibn Malik. Ben King. I like the desert, and I'm here to learn and share with many people from many cultures the good things, the prospective things, the looking into futures, because there are some people looking into religions and cultures and finding that the source of all is peace and good behavior. And so I am trying to make a bridge, and I'm working with children on global consciousness. And we do with Farah here the forum to bring people together which never meet, like children, youth, only women, very strange and odd groups which normally don't get a voice in public. Thank you.
Thank you.
I am Michael Babatunde Kunuji Olatunji. For the past 45 years, living in my small village on a 4-year scholarship by the Rotary International Education of Atlanta, Georgia, southern part of Georgia, in 1950, coming by boat when no plane was coming from any part of Africa to the United States to study at Morehouse College, and then to New York University Graduate School of Public Administration and International Relations, specialized in the UN organizations, up to PhD. And then seeing the vision that almost, because of the organization structure, it might fail, and the League of Nations failed, I changed into the arts. And I try to pursue what my benefactor, Kendall Weisiger, the head of the Rotary of the organization, who made it possible for me to come to America. The path of the truth, that it is my duty to help free mankind. I didn't understand what he was talking about.
Oh.
It has brought me this far. So I'm here to meet those of you who are involved in that same kind of work, so as to give me support on my way, on my path, on my journey to the discovery of that which is most essential, to find out the reason why I am here on this planet.
I'm Eva Maria. That is the name my parents have given to me. So that means I have a heritage from the Old Testament and the New Testament, and from two women who one should be linked to paradise and the other one should be linked to speak out, to sing out, and to stand up against injustice. And that those who are in power sometimes can fall down again, and those who are oppressed and powerless sometimes can be up again, that there can be justice on earth. This is my heritage.
I'm Amina Feder. I just have today, in this hour, the duty to be at this table. And we had already a table some days ago about the inner meaning of Islam.
She's the mother of one sister from us.
And this is my intention to show to the people the inner meaning of Islam in our town or in whatever people comes together to buy a bridge from this ugly meaning many people have of Islam to see what is what is there from the inner meaning, what means Islam really. Ohne Uhr. Okay.
My name is Alf Amon. I am here because Heiner has...
Amon was the name of Pharaoh.
Yes.
Yeah?
Amon.
Amon, name of Pharaoh.
Yes.
One of Pharaoh.
Yes, Tutankhamun.
How you are
And to me, it is a special honor to be with you from the Naqshbandi order. For 20 years, I have known that you exist, and to me, it is a special pleasure to be able to see and even touch you. And my personal purpose is to try to be aware, be more aware and share. Or, in other words, to be able to grow and bow.
Grow and?
Grow and bow. Grow and bow.
And flow.
Thank you.
Because wheat, as long as growing, then bowing. Yeah, simple. Wheat, growing, then bowing. The head's coming down. Very good word speaking. Mr. Amon. Thank you. Thank you, Sheikh. Yeah.
So now we have to start with our discourse, our discussion, or our not discussion, but bring in what we want to bring in. Heiner gave me so much stones, but I gave them ein bisschen weiter gleich. So I just propose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 minutes about.
Sheikh, we give time and attention as a present to learn from someone we want to learn from.
Yes.
So we can distribute the stones now
You can
very
also
fast.
distribute if you like, Mona.
He's got to give
You have enough time. Give it a little time. Oh, danke schön. Mara, hast du den noch genug?
Da ist ein bisschen deine Steine. Du hast gar keine.
To give Sheikh.
What is given comes back.
And the problem is, she's the master of the time, like the emperor in China. He was saying what is the season, if it's summer or winter. She has the control, and we must obey, otherwise we are talking all the day and we want to finish in 1 hour. Maybe, inshallah, it will happen.
I propose a subject to begin, because it's easier to begin. And so I propose, what can you tell us or want you to share with us about the inner peace?
Inner peace, Mona. The peace inside.
Inner peace. Inner peace.
Yeah. And I take always one stone for 1 minute.
And we are saying, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. By the name of Allah, Almighty, All Merciful, Most Beneficent and Most Beneficent. no one can reach inner peace if he is not giving or making free their souls. You may ask, you may say, if our souls is not free or imprisoned. And I am saying, as Master is saying, that as long as our physical desires on act and as long as we are running to fulfill our physical desires, no freedom for our souls. Therefore, we must try to take control from the hands of our egos and to give back to our souls, because our souls belongs to heavens. And when our souls getting in touch with our heavenly positions, then establishing peace through ourselves, through our hearts, through our spiritual being. As long as people occupied with something around themselves, they never reaching to freedom, because every desire going to tie them with a strong tying and can't move. And people in our days are asking more freedom. As long as they have been granted more freedom, that means they are going much more falling under the control of their selfishness and egos. Therefore, inner peace never going to be established as long as people occupied around themselves everything that surrounding themselves. And we are in need to come back to our inner life that is controlled under our soul's control. If we are doing that, then it is going so easy to find peace, everyone through themselves, because every desire making person to be a slave for that desire. If you are cutting it, no more slave. We may speak on it too much, but it is only a summary that we may understand and we may keep. And for reaching to a freedom from our physical desires, you must know about that, how you can treat with yourself. But no one can treat themselves by themselves. If anyone going to be ill, even a doctor may be sick, may be ill, but he can't treat himself, calling another one. Therefore, who asking to reach peace, he must look after a person who reached to peace, who reached to heavens. As long as we are living on this planet, our problems and miseries never ending. As we may say, when we are looking to skies, we are happy. We may say, oh, this space belongs to me. No one coming saying to me, no, you can't do this. Is this for me? I'm saying, take it. But I'm saying this for me. If I am coming on earth and saying, this chair for me, 10 person coming, kicking me, this chair from where you are bringing, this is for me. If I am coming and saying, this tree for me, whole Berlin people running to me, coming, what? This never belongs to you. Problems that people looking earth, looking down. When they are looking up, peace coming. Yes? Aman?
Yes.
Herr Aman. Therefore, before time, all doctors whom they were treating depressed people or becoming people, they are tying them to look the skies, daytime or nighttime. Then peace coming to themselves. That was very strong treatment for everyone who asking peace. It is very good and short way. And we are in need a trainer. Football playing people, they need entrepreneur.
Yes.
To teach them how kicking this football. Yes?
Yes.
And why? Who asking peace by themselves? They are asking to find a way to peace. It is impossible. Therefore, most important factor on the way of peace, of reaching to peace, to find a peaceful person who reach peace in himself, may share his peace with you, with that one, even with whole people. As whole prophets, they were bringing peace from heavens. Prophets and saints, they belonging to heavens. Therefore, through prophets and saints, you may find peace. And who asking peace, really they must run after prophets, or they are deputies, that every time you may find them. Don't say where they are, I can't find them. No, if you are asking, you may find. I was in London, and Harley Street, it is famous specialist doctor's place. I was looking, people from Arabia, from deserts, coming with their suits, and I'm surprised. Oh, how you knowing this Harley Street and that person? And you are living in through deserts. You don't know English. You don't know London. Even you don't know England in existence or disappeared. And they are saying, oh, our Sheikh, illness, making ourselves to look after someone for treatment. We are asking and coming here. So that really who asking peace, they must ask from saints, not official people. Official people never carrying anything. No, scholars, all officials, you can't find. They may read books, they may write articles, they may write books, but no. Only as a person, he has a map of Berlin, coming here, taking his book. Even he has a map for Berlin, but if he is not going to ask someone, can't open. He must have a key from Berliner to show to them. This is so many people crowded now on one lady, they are hearing. And I'm looking, everyone has also maps through their hands. I'm saying, why you are not looking and taking that lady as a guide? They are saying, it is easy. We can't explain. We can't understand from that book. Therefore, we must find a guide. They are looking a guide. Therefore, saints whom they know the ways of heavens, the ways of peace, the ways of pleasement, the ways of happiness through themselves. Ask them. They are very hidden people now. Before our time, they were plenty, living with ourselves. But now people, they left them. They never taking any care for them. Because people, they have now so many, what is that, doctors, new doctors, physician? No. Psychotherapists. Like grocery shop, clinics for psychiatry people. And I am saying, coming to me so many psychiatrists in London. I am saying to them, they are asking something from me to learn. And they are going to be like their customers. After a while, I'm ben nasihat ediyorum. Advising to them that don't accept more than 3 persons daily. Or you can't carry. I may carry a whole world, doesn't matter for me. Because I have been supported with spiritual centers. But you can't carry. And don't be psychiatry more than 7 years. Then you should be like other worst also. But people now running after psychiatrists and another group running after
lawyers.
Not lawyers, liars.
Liars.
Another people now running to some people şu ismi Munajjimi.
Savers.
No, Munajjimi, drinking coffee, making like this, making
magicians,
like magicians
or future
fortune tellers.
That
is the exact
people just occupied 20th century people with 2 ones. One of them, psychiatrist people, queue on their doors, queue waiting. Second, going fortune tellers. What is going to be for me tomorrow? Why you are asking? Why you are asking? If it was good for you, the Lord of Heavens making you to know what's coming to you tomorrow. Because you can't carry what is going to happen to you tomorrow. Therefore, it is hidden for you to act, to move freely. Therefore, don't ask. It is difficult for you. And so many people coming to see what happened to me, I am never in peace asking. And tell me what happened to me. Through my wife, through my husband, through my children, through my business, so many things they are going to ask that person. And that person every time saying another lie. Another lie, no reality. But people never asking from real ones to show them the way of peace, real peace. They are asking to play. They are not serious people, but asking to play, to amuse themselves. Yes. Therefore, in our days, most important thing that we may do, we must try to give new generation about their lords the knowledge, first knowledge that mankind must learn about their creator. We are saying no creator. We are saying our ancestors apes. They are accepting to be apes, the children of apes, but not children of Adam. That is
Eva.
wrong.
And Eva.
It was. Because he was from Adam. No need. We are coming from ourselves. I'm not accepting that. There's something wrong with you. As long as we are not establishing a real faith through generations, never coming peace. And enmity, if peace not coming, enmity going to grow among everyone. We have news through holy books when last days coming that should be children so hard, so difficult, so hateful for their parents.
I would like to add something here. In China, they now say every family, one child. And now if you look, it's only boys, and they all behave like emperors. They all fight like this, they are not friendly anymore. It is very, very bad thing happening in China.
That is true. That is true. As long as our brothers, we are all same. We are here all same. We are all servants. Our titles, temporary titles. We said, now we are presenting ourselves. I am Sheikh. That is another important one. This is another important one. These titles, they are temporary titles. When we are these clothes taken away, we are all same. Once Alexander the Great, a tale for you, perhaps our tale teller, Mr. Amon, may know this. If not knowing, may learn. Yes. Alexander the Great, that he reached up to end of the world through his time, that his empire covered everywhere, and he reached to India. India, yet it is virgin, she is virgin continent. not yet Europeans discovering everything in India. You can't do. He reached to an island that whole people, the small ones, big ones, even children, women, men, they were speaking, all of them, wisdoms. If you are hearing a small man, he was saying wisdoms, hikmah. Hikmah,
Wisdoms,
wisdoms, yeah. And Alexander the Great, he was so happy from those people, and he was sitting on his throne, and people coming in front of him for saluting. Saluting, jaljaluting. Yeah. And they are coming. You are busy?
No.
Finishing?
No.
I'm finished?
No.
No, you have time.
No, you have still time.
Must be.
But
This
you
stone
must
you
not.
must bring from river.
You can.
You may bring more stones from river.
But you must not. You can stop if you want.
If you are tired, I'm stopping.
We want to, we want to hear the story.
No,
I will tell you what this stone remembers me. When I toured in Arabia, all the people going to Mecca, going to Hajj, they throw stones onto big stones to see their luck when they're returning. And this is very important. Then you have an idea
How
and
is it?
concept of
Sorry.
time.
How is it that you interfere when somebody is talking? Is it because you are the master of the game, or
No, I'm trying to explain that we want to have dialogue.
Yes.
And
Now,
if you don't want, my dialogue is finished, my time is gone. So I only want to introduce that we want to have everybody talking, and that we really come into learning from you, and from you, and from you, from everybody. I don't want to interfere, excuse me.
The story,
thank you, thank you.
the tale of Alexander is not finished yet.
It's not
the tale
finished
is not
yet.
finished
we
yet?
have to finish the story.
You have to finish the story.
And bring some stones from river. They are sitting in front of Alexander the Great, and Alexander the Great so happy from that people asking them, oh, my people, you may ask from me anything. Ask, I shall grant to you. One of them saying to him, oh, our king, give us an endless life, never ending, without death a life. He said, even I can't do that for me. I am sorry. Ask another, something else I may give you. One second one, saying, oh, our king, grant us not to be ill, never to be ill. Even I can't do that. I can't give that to me also. Ask another question, another thing from me. One another saying that, oh, our king, make ourselves to to be able to make a control the end of our lives, that should be our last days, last hours, last moments under our control. And he was saying, I am asking that for me, but I can't do, I can't give. And people say, why you are asking? Why you are asking that? Ask, I shall grant to you. And we are in need such a things. If you are not in need for your jewels, for your gold, we are asking something that it is valuable. It is not valuable for us gold or jewels, but these three things, it is much more valuable for ourselves. Then he was sitting on his throne. Then he saw a person sitting just behind, nearby to him, and making his back to his back, never looking to him or to his armies. It was a great parade, never looking to that side, and coming, calling that person to come to him. That person, it was only dressing a cover from here up to here, nothing else, sitting that and looking that direction. He sent someone to call him to him. And they said, Emperor calling to you, asking you to come to him. He said, I am not in need for Emperor to come to him. If he likes to come to me, may come. But I am not in need to him to come. It is clear, my story?
Oh, yes. Yes, very clear.
Yeah. And Emperor, by force, coming from his throne and going to him and asking, oh, my Lord's servant, why you are not coming to me? And I am the emperor. You may be emperor. And if I have something to ask for you, from you, I may come. But I haven't anything to ask for. What I am coming to occupy you uselessly. But if you have something to ask me, you are coming here now. Yes, ask. What you like to ask me. And he said, oh, I am such a emperor. From east to west, I am conqueror and emperor. Alexander the Great, whole armies for me, whole treasures for me, whole countries, continents for me. And you never interesting even to make your head to look what's happening there from this huge and glorified parade, and to see my glory on earth. And that person saying, oh, my king, yes, you may have that. But I was before interested in such a parades, in such a playings, that small ones, square-head people interested in it. I was interested, but after something that I have a vision, after that vision, I left it. I never interested in such a things. What is that? He was asking. One day, one king just died, and he brought to temple. And just put his body there, taken everything from him, clothes and finished, putting a cover on him only. And another person, one king like you, just brought to temple and put there. And another person like me, just brought, he died also, brought and put nearby to that king. And I was looking and never finding any difference between late king and that poor person. From that day, I left to look these things. It may occupy you, but not me. And you are going to be like that king one day. Therefore, wisdoms that it is a grant from heavens to prophets and to saints only. But knowledge may be given to everyone, but wisdom's not. And as long as we are not asking for wisdoms, the main
resource?
This century main outlook.
Appearance.
Huh?
Appearance.
No.
Perspective.
It is only to look after knowledge. They are trying to reach knowledge. And we are coming here. He showed me a huge library that it is perhaps biggest library on earth, that people putting the knowledge through their heads, writing and putting that library. Only library can carry, not our heads.
Good.
But wisdom's something, it is a grant from the Lord of heavens to you to know. Knowledge without wisdom's like statues. Knowledge with wisdom's living knowledge. Therefore, we must try to find wise people so that they may teach us the ways of wisdoms, how we can reach the sources of wisdoms, and it is well known. من أخلص لله 40 صباحا تفجرت ينابيع الحكم من قلبه إلى لسانه. You can translate?
If you pray to God for 40 mornings, the wisdom and the light of God will manifest from your heart to your mouth. If
you can be for 40 days for your Lord only, not for yourself, not for women, not for your family, not your business, not for anyone else except for your Lord. 40 days that all people, you are people, with people you can't touch. Alone you can touch. Therefore, thank you for listening a little bit from
Thank you.
tales And if anyone asking more and more, we have ways from beginners up to academic people. We have ways to teach and people to learn. But it is so few ones asking from that. Therefore we are putting something no value, imitated rings, imitated what is this? Bracelet, imitated things. No one asking real diamonds, real pearls. So many. They are enjoying. We are saying it is okay. If people enjoying with their lives, why we are involving to their lives? But if coming to me, I may show. And that purpose authorized. Thank you. Dankeschön.
Thank you very much from everybody. And even if this seems to be not a dialogue, so we have the inner dialogue. When we hear, when we listen, it's not this outer form of dialogue, but then we have an inner possibility to have the dialogue.
Yeah.
So,
Dankeschön, Amina.
Yeah.
You are very good understanding, lady.
Thank you.
But sometimes you are not making a concentration through your mind and your heart.
Ah, yes, this is possible. Leider.
Not possible, it
Yes,
is reality.
Haben wir noch Zeit oder wie ist es? Yes?
How do you think that it is possible that I'm the first time here in such a circle with people from Europe, the first time in a circle with people from your belief? And
Do you
your
think
order?
that?
Sorry?
Do you think that?
Maybe before, maybe before.
No,
maybe before.
listen. When I'm beginning to speak, you must listen.
Oh, I did. I did.
Yeah.
I did. I did.
Do you
And I
think
listened to the same message.
ladies can't be stopped?
Yes, it's a big problem.
She has a stone. She has a stone.
We haven't stolen yet.
I don't. I wanted to put you a question after I have listened to you.
And now you are asking how you are going to be here.
She gives us time to ask.
I wanted to ask, what do you think that it is, what is the reason that I learned the same lesson, what you told me now, from my version, from my father, to whom I listened 20 years each Sunday, and he was teaching me the story from Jesus, who was 40 days in the desert. So I'm very happy to hear about heaven and about desert and about the relation without
Because
people,
sometimes
what I know when I remember my old days.
Because sometimes my heart is opened on. When my heart on and working, I may take from hearts what may be in need, some people that are tending. Therefore I may take this and giving to you to make you happy. Take.
No stone.
You are so sweet.
No stone speaks next.
Many stones.
Yeah, yeah.
May I ask a question? I have a stone. Life is so good, and the sun is out now. So my question, when I came here, do we need a really storm before we come to peace? Do we need really a force in Berlin which makes everybody in the world aware what's happening here? Do we need force from nature to wake up ourselves? So many people here still asleep. They're not aware. They are maybe hiring himself, 100 something, you know, like this. Is there a chance that we can solve our problems by open up our heart, mind and body. And what I'm missing is here we're talking very much. And what about physical Reinigung, physical cleaning, yeah, in order to rejuvenate before we talk. Would you answer a little bit, Baba?
Just a little moment. I wanted to say that this is the biggest dialogue we could have, because we have the opportunity to have ancestors who are rooted in the native traditions, and who can convey to us a lot in this moment. So I think it's good just to listen.
With all due respect to all our elders and those who have always been on the path of truth, it seems to me that we seem to forget that all of the thing that we need to remember is we have so many things in common. And to me, what is not happening, we are not emphasizing all those things that we have in common as people. When it rains on everything. There's an old traditional proverb. Say, if the heavens shall fall, it will not fall on one shoulder, just on Baba's shoulder. It will fall on everybody's shoulder. All kinds of situations that when we sit down like this, when we listen to tales and stories told by elders, when the moon is shining at night, when in my small village, small fishing village and agriculture, they can look at the stars and read the signs and tell you the school of fish that is swimming in quantity, that if we go fishing now, by the time we come back in 6 hours, there will be more bass than trout. That they will bring more kind of a fish in quantity than the other. They know with the changing of the tides what fish is swimming this way or that way in quantity. Why? Because they live close to nature, observing how nature works, how we are affected by all the phenomena. The moon and the stars, the mighty ocean, and all that dwelleth therein. So they follow the season. They know that at the dawn of the day, what time is the dawn of the day? Is that 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock? Is the time that when you see, you don't see clearly. Try tomorrow morning if you get up at 4 or 5. Everybody is not up. You say, hello, how you doing? You don't say, hello, how you doing? When the sun is up. It's an observation that you know that there are so many other people that are not awake. So you are reminded that you just don't wake them up. Nature teaches us in many ways. So then when the sun comes out, you say, how you doing? How's everybody? You can hear things going on. When you go into the forest, you will listen things running this way, left and right. All the dwellers in that forest, they feel your aura that you have to as the highest thing in creation. They're running away from you. All the animals don't just jump on you. They clear the path for you. Not until you run after them, they then they turn back to defend themselves. These are all things that we learn when we live close to nature. And then when you tend to violate those, the teachers say we're out of rhythm, because everything that we do it in rhythm. And when you're out of rhythm, that's when we become diseased. And it looks like almost everybody is out of rhythm now, that most people are. And we have to get back to rhythm. So we have accumulation of knowledge over the centuries, but as the elder was saying, no understanding of what we have accumulated so far we're not being able to cope with what we have discovered. We have not been able to be able to manage, what industrial revolution has given to us, to match our spiritual, the spiritual side of us, because that's very important for us. So our educational system has changed. So we have to find a new definition for education. What is it? I always like to find out definition of those 4-letter words. What is definition for love? What is definition for time? See, education, as Samuel Smith said, is the training of all parts of man's nature, the physical and the moral as well as the intellect. And each one of those must be developed to meet the wants of the other. Just like he was saying, the psychiatry, just was taught to listen to people for 10 hours. That's about, he can do. But he got the answer from whoever he's listening to. But does he know the other side of the person? You see, time, the greatest resolver of all things. Whatever we're pursuing is going to take time. Change is going to come. There's no way of resisting change. You see, how are we going to deal with that time that is going to change? So that's what we need to think about. You see, so all of that we need to now to address ourselves to it, I think. So our educational system is teaching people how to be successful. What does it mean to be successful? When you finish Harvard or Eton or Yale, how to be, when you're successful is when you are able to become a CEO that makes 1,000% profit for your company. If it means that you got to dump thousands of barrels of oil in the Atlantic Ocean. So I grew up listening to my grandfather, who was a chief. And then I noticed the old man that his life was never his own. The old adage, as was said, the great master said, he who will be the greatest among you, let him be the servant of all. I was trying to, then I remember my grandfather said, that's true. The old man was the servant of everybody. He goes to bed at 1, about 3 o'clock somebody said, so somebody went to say, yes. So I want to see him. See him? He just went to bed. He said, did you go to see so and so about a mile away and talk to him? I said, yeah. He didn't give me satisfaction, so I want to talk to him. So he just went to bed. He said, I have to see him. So the old man is listening. He said, okay, get him. He gets up. Say, yes. Did you see Chief so and so and so and so? Yes, Your Honor. I saw him, but I didn't get any satisfaction. He said, can you wait till tomorrow morning? You know what time is it now? He said, yeah, yes. So, okay, why don't you do me a favor? Did you get anything to eat? He said, since evening. You hungry now? There are a lot of women in the compound. If you're hungry, they give you food. All right, I'll see you in the morning. They give you a place to sleep. They don't send him back. It might be 3 of them. Old man will go to bed. 5:30 a.m. All the drummers come. They call his name. You are the great. You are the great chief. You are very good to people. I'm looking at this man. He gets up again, running. He waved to them. He sent for people to give, These are professional musicians. This is what they do. So he give them money, then he give them order. They should be fed before they take their profession to the market. They go to the market to play, but they visit the chief every morning. So you hear the drums, you hear the singing every day. Then at 7:30, 8 o'clock, he has a group of people having breakfast with him. Then he's going to tell them, there's somebody there sleeping. He's not up yet. The man who came at 3 o'clock is still sleeping.
Yeah.
So they wake him up. They say, people are here to listen to what you came for. What happened in your community? So the whole concept of leadership has changed. In the Quran, in the Bible, they say the shepherd must take care of the flock. The shepherd has responsibility of the flock. The shepherd is already provided for. All like the president, he can pick up the phone and call Washington, Paris, anywhere. He don't pay the telephone bill. He don't pay no bill. He don't have to worry about cleaning his. They call him and say, your breakfast is ready, your lunch is ready, your dinner is ready. Oh, I'm having a state party tonight for all the organizers of Christmas. He doesn't have to worry about somebody doing. But he must be responsible for all the citizens. Every German is his. So that's mean he must be the servant. Are we living up to whoever holding that title, being a shepherd? The law is there. The Creator has made it so that whoever is privileged, it's a privilege, it's an honor to get in that position. His or her life is never his own again. And I saw that growing up in the village. So I look at all the people that we elect into positions. They become the masters of the people. And all of their constituents become what I call a doormat, you put something on the door that you rub your feet on. That's one of the biggest things facing us today, that we don't care for the need of each other. We are not really concerned about what is happening to our neighbor. And from there, all the other things, has come about. So there will never be inner peace. Then it become greed. And we fail to recognize the need of others. We fail to share, what we have. We fail to recognize that we have enough to go around. We are also trying to deceive people that we don't have enough, but we do have enough. Because there's so much waste going on. Those who have so much, they don't eat everything that is put before them. I would like to digress a little bit. I like to be very practical. In my little place where I live in New York, because I'm always on the road, I say, will you please send me 2 chicken soup? Say, what else? Oh, send me, I don't want a meat sandwich. Oh, give me a fish sandwich in the bag. I asked for 2 chicken soup. You know the crackers they send with it? I noticed the man dip his hand in the big thing, throw it in there, about 8 of them, 2 chicken soup. The small things for pepper, about a dozen.
Too much.
Yes, too much. That I know can feed 2 people in my travels all over the world.
So what do you do with this?
So what I do is that, okay, I don't see anything. I have a big box. Tomato paste, tomato that is in glass, is filled up. I have 4, 5, 6 big bags. So when I go to Africa, I take it. And I go to restaurants. Oh, they say, are you back with the bags? I say, yes. I never throw them away. I try to say, what you put so much in there? I didn't see anything. So that's another way. Instead of throwing it away, I take it to where it can be beneficial. Things like that, we are not aware of it. Some people have clothes that they buy, designer suits. If we are only once, then they throw it away. You see, things like that reminds me of that we are losing the spiritual part of us, and we all have it, and it all boils down from actually trying very hard to know that there is the other side of a coin. In my presentation tomorrow, I have a dance to remind us, whereby we wear a mask. Because there are 3 sides to the story. Your side, my side, and the side of the truth. The truth is standing right in the middle of you and I. I'm trying to pull the side to this side, and you're trying to pull it to your side. But the truth is standing right there. And it always be true. It can never be half truth. No. It can never be. So I'm watching and seeing who are the people, the kind of people that we are electing. And the same pattern has gone all over the world. I'm from Nigeria, and you all know the situation in Nigeria. Here we say we have democratic constitution. Somebody ran for election, he won, and they never hand over. Then they put him in jail. You see, but nothing is being done to correct that. Why? Because Nigeria has the best crude oil in the world. So the United States will not stop buying that oil.
What is crude oil?
Crude oil means the way it comes, it has the best sulfur. See, at one time, since October 1st will be the 35th anniversary, 36th anniversary of the independence, we have spent $350 billion. We have, made $350 billion. So you have no way of knowing what we've done with it. Most of it are in Swiss bank, in the name of quite a few people. So it goes around in the world. So we need gatherings like this, dialogue and prayer. See, that's what I want to know. If everybody believe that prayer can prayer, meditation, and because I believe that there are more things wrought by prayer than we ever dream of.
Thank you.
Is this a question to everybody?
Yes, yes.
Is there somebody who wants to answer?
I know a story like this.
It's possible to put a question to Sheikh?
Yeah.
I know a story. sometimes bring people to the Sahara for making a retreat. Like Şeyh Nazım said, go in the emptiness. And in one of the retreats, there was wow, break. Too many words. 2 minutes, yeah. Fast.
Oh, you have here some more.
Oh, yeah, I'll pack it here.
Donation.
So, but I didn't start yet, wait. I have my coffee. Take a breath. Impress. Now, you said, is there someone to answer to the question? The question was around prayer, wasn't it?
Yes.
The power of prayer. And what is prayer? There was this woman. She was in the desert with me, and she told me a story. It was very, very beautiful story. She said she has been praying for 20 years. She has been doing the prayer of the Lord, no, in the Christian tradition. Most of you know this prayer. She has been doing this prayer. You don't know it? I mean, I don't remember it by heart, but some people know it by heart. What's the prayer of the Lord?
The Lord's Prayer?
Yeah.
Our Father,
Yes.
which art in heaven,
Right.
hallowed be thy name.
Yeah.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Right.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. The kingdom and the power and the glory forever.
She has been doing this prayer for about 20 years, and she had a cancer, little cancer, not something serious, but still a cancer, and she felt it like a punishment, like she has not been doing her duty correctly, so God was punishing her, and she couldn't understand why. So you just take until I finish. I think I have time to finish my story, no? I have a lot of minutes, so it's a short story. So she had this little cancer, and thank you. She said she has been praying, and one night she was sleeping. In her sleep, she had a dream. In the dream, she had an apparition, a light, like that, light in front of her, in the sleep. The light was talking to her, saying, then she said to the light, "Can you help me?" She said, "Light, no, I can't help you." She said, "Why?" "Because you don't know how to pray." "I don't know how to pray. I have been praying for 20 years and I don't know how to pray." Say, "Well, then teach me how to pray." "Yes, I can teach you how to pray. If you are able to send love to your worst enemy, then you know how to pray." "And how can I do that?" "I can't send love to my worst enemy. When I think about my worst enemy, I think about hating and revenge, and I want to hurt and I want to do something, but I can't send love to my worst enemy. But you can do it. In this state now, I'm here to show you how to do it." So, think about your worst enemy, the person that you hate most. Could be yourself, right? Could be somebody else. Think about that. So she thought about her worst enemy and started sending love. And she said, for the first time in my life, I could feel really the power of the prayer going through my whole body, going through I could feel my heart dissolving. I could feel my whole being just opening completely. But this was in the dream. Now, first time she could really feel what is prayer, what is the power of prayer. Next morning, she goes to the meeting that she had with the, how you say, chirurg, how you say that in English? Surgeon, right. For making a small little operation for her cancer. Now, before making the operation, the surgeon makes a test and check up. Nothing. It was gone, like this. It was gone, right? And she was telling me her story, and she said, when I said my story to people, they wouldn't listen to it because there is nothing in it. I didn't do anything. I didn't go on fasting. I didn't change my diet. I didn't change my mind. I didn't work with positive affirmations. I didn't do anything. So people were not interested to hear about the story, which was just, just empty, nothing. Right? I think prayer is difficult to define. It's like love. It's a word which, when it falls into a common use, then it becomes meaningless.
It becomes what?
Meaningless.
Meaningless.
So, I mean, in our tradition, prayer is very, very important and also very particular. I hear people saying sometimes, oh, you are in trouble, I pray for you. I pray for you because you are in trouble. Or I pray for you because you are sick. Or I pray for this couple because they are having difficulties together. And in our tradition, you can't say that, because who are you to pray for me?